This is the most political thing I have ever seen. They have been out to get President. They're indicting President Trump on Tuesday for having material that he declassified that was protected by the Secret Service. And the people who are doing it is the administration, the Justice Department, from his opponent in the upcoming presidential election. I mean, this is as political as it gets. And frankly, Dana, it's part of a pattern. We've seen it time and time again with the president over the last 7 years. They try one thing, then they try another. They've continued to go after him. And I think anyone with common sense can see that.
You go, Jim Jordan. Jordan is one of my favorite members of Congress. I especially love how, as chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, he is fighting back. Too often, conservative politicians, once they get a leadership role in the House or Senate, lay low and avoid the media. That's a losing strategy. Both sides must put themselves out there. If conservatives dodge the mainstream media, we lose. It guarantees our message isn't being heard. And let's face it, conservatives have a hard enough time as it is. They need to engage with the CNNs, ABCs, CBSs, and NBCs of the world. I actually had an opportunity to work with Jordan a few years ago for a social media video. And let me tell you, he is the same person whether the cameras are rolling or not. He's intense and fierce, and I wouldn't want to cross him, that's for sure. I'm hopeful Jordan will continue to hold the Biden Justice Department accountable. The House Republicans need to keep up the pressure on bad actors within the federal bureaucracy. Now, in this next clip, CNN's Dana Bash gets slammed by Jordan when she puts it out there that conservatives are going to engage in violence following the latest Trump indictment.
Before I let you go, I have to ask about what we're hearing from some members of your party alluding to possible violence after this indictment. Congressman Andy Biggs says we're entering a, quote, war phase. Congressman Clay Higgins tweeted some cryptic references to possible war plans. Carrie Lake said the DOJ will have to go through millions of NRA members to get Trump. Will you be clear that no Americans should be violent?
Of course we don't want violence. We've condemned violence every time it happened. I've condemned it when it happened on January 6th. I condemned it when it happened in the summer of 2020. It'd have been nice if the left would have done the same. Because what I saw, actually, frankly, I saw it on your network. I saw a reporter standing in front of a burning building saying, oh, it's mostly peaceful protests in 2020. Let's condemn the violence every time it happens. Let's don't have violence, but let's have the rule of law. Let's have equal application of the law. Let's have that in America. That's what our great country is supposed to be about.
Conservatives aren't the ones burning down our cities and churches, but the media is continuing to push that false narrative because they don't want to accept the truth. It is the radicalized left that poses a threat to our individual liberties and freedoms, and ultimately the very existence of our nation. What can the rest of us do? What part can we play in this struggle? I think first and foremost, we must be honest, law-abiding citizens. It's important to stay engaged on social media, but let us not be flamethrowers. We should be truth tellers, be respectful of those with whom we disagree, but stand firm on what we know to be true. If you agree with me, like and share this video and subscribe to Americans for Limited Government on YouTube and Rumble.